Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb. I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Expelliarmus! Levioso! Confringo! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio! Accio!
This room is taller than it looks.
Wingardium Leviosa!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus! Accio! Confringo! Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Expelliarmus. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Levioso. Revelio.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly.
Accio.
We'll be fine, though.
Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones.
Accio! Bones outside of something. Seems odd. Expelliarmus! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Descendo! Bombarda! We've made it this far. Clearly we have more to do. I need to find a safe way across. Reparo! Lumos. Perhaps moving piles of bones towards the center will help. Revelio. Bombarda! Revelio! There's something here by the altar. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Levioso! Revelio!
Did you hear that?
Accio! We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Levioso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
I'd be interested to know what else.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but it's worthy of further study.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Before we trudge any further, I just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in.
It's probably wise to know this.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that... Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio. Confringo. Imperio. Ascendo. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Potato. Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo. Bombardo. Descendo. Confringo! Accio! Leviosa! Descendo! Confringo!
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Confringo!
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Revelio! Revelio! Confringo! Accio! Revelio!
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Wingardium Leviosa!
This looks different than what we used before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols. That worked. Keep going.
Bombarda! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio!
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio. Confringo.
Dead end. Lovely.
Accio.
All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Revelio. Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises...
I assure you, we were meant to find this. I'm taking it. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem Go then. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go. Revelio.
Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
I've been fighting since before you were born. I won't rest.
Bombarder!
Stay back! Keep out the way!
Defender!
Your little magic tricks won't distract me! Got it!
They're closing in!
I won't rest!
You're not here.
Be careful!
You'll not win here.
Expulse her!
Be careful! Mine!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak?
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from it.
Reparo. Revelio.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You can't...
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemy. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you use... Why, Sebastian?
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne...
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know...
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn...
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that...
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the...
Be careful, Sebastian.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Revelio.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak Gobbledegook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves Gobbledegook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
High wing! Go! Faster, high wing! A friend who speaks Gobbledegook is meeting us. Before he...
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet... Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no...
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches.
What do you mean,
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent... Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak Gobbledegook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be Gobbledegook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read Gobbledegook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Cock.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I can...
What written plans? And why can't you...
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left and I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchant?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be From what I know of wizard magic, that should...
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
Yes, of course. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Revelio.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift.
Accio.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Accio.
Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Where are those plans gone? I had schematics in my hand a moment ago.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
We're being watched by a door.
Watch your step round here.
Go and patrol! Like I ain't got nothing better.
We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Reparo. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Leviosa. Confringo.
Like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio. Who's there?
That's the last loyalist.
Revelio.
Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. Fascinating to see Gobbledegook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed. If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Wizard kind will submit to us once the war is over.
Someone out there?
Crap.
What was that? I feel as though I'm not alone.
It's Totalis.
I know I learned something that time. You won't get away with that.
This meeting is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic.
Revelio.
What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
What's going on out there?
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Little moon calf.
Put me down at once!
I will make you. I won't rest. I left you so much to know. Shut up, run wide. Let me away. Confringo. I miss the likes of me. Expelliarmus.
That should be the last of them, Amit. Accurate.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Revelio.
Confringo!
Revelio. Accurate.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must...
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however...
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.